Umabot sa 177 pages ang isinumiting report ng binuong Interagency Task Force na pinamunuan ni Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara kay Pangulong Duterte. At sa 6 na pahinang rekomendasyon, pinakakasuhan ang ilang matataas na opisyal ng ahensya, kabilang na si resigned PhilHealth President Ricardo Morales.
Meron ako ditong report ngayon galing kay Secretary Guevara na to from the task force that I commissioned to do the investigation. You know, itong investigation ito was participated in by the COA and the Ombudsman so that we can move faster. Yung coercive powers kasi ng COA, pati mas madali. Records mo lang yan, the Ombudsman. We just try to report what's happening to the progress of the report and for him to act accordingly. They recommended the criminal and administrative
Sumentro sa mga anomalya sa Interim Reimbursement Mechanism o IRM ang marami sa mga kasong inirekomendang isampa. Ang IRM ang programa ng PhilHealth sa pagpapalabas ng pondo sa mga healthcare institutions o yung mga ospital o klinika sa tuwing may kakaibang sitwasyon sa bansa na ngayon ay ang pandemya dala ng COVID-19. Ilan sa mga isasampang kaso ang paglabag sa Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, malversation of public funds, illegal use of public funds, gross misconduct, at gross neglect of duty.
The totality of the evidence presented before the task force supports the reasonable conclusion that wrongful acts or omissions on the part of certain key corporate officers of the PhilHealth have been committed. A. The negligence exhibited by certain officers of the PhilHealth Executive Committee gives rise to both administrative and criminal liability under the following laws. A Republic Act number 1319, that's the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices, the Penal Code, sa Revised Penal Code, the malversation of public funds or property, and the illegal use of public funds and property, gross misconduct, gross neglect of duty under civil service rules. In addition, the same corporate officers may be held liable for certain violation of the National Internal Revenue Code in connection with their failure to withhold taxes on IRM releases.
Nabanggit din ang mga questionable transaksyon sa Information and Communication Technology Procurement, ang padalos-dalos na pag-aproba ng IRM at ang paghawak sa mga kasong naisampa sa mga korte. Bukod pa dito, ang pagtatangka na ilihim ang mga sinasabing anomalya sa pamamagitan ng pagtatago ng mga kinakailangan dokumento. Kakasuhan din sina Jovita Aragona, SBP for Information Management Sector, Calixto Gabuya Jr., Acting Senior Manager ng Information Technology and Management Department, Renato Limsiaco Jr., SBP for the Fund Management Sector, at Israel Pargas, SBP for the Health Finance Policy Sector. Hindi kasama sa mga inirekomendang kasuhan si Health Secretary Francisco Duque III na tumatayong Chairman of the Board ng ahensya, ngunit hiniling na paalahanan ito na maging masinop sa paggamit ng pondo ng PhilHealth alang-alang sa mga miyembro.
That the President strongly admonish and remind the Chairman and members of the Board of a grave consequence of their action or inaction to PhilHealth Fund, to the government and its coffers, and to the interests of the ordinary people who rely on PhilHealth assistance.
Bukod pa sa mga kasong kriminal, inihirit din ng task force ng sampahan ng mga kasong administratibo ang mga isinabit na opisyal, kabilang na dahil sa panghuhudas sa Republika at Sambayanan.
The filing of administrative charges against the following persons in relation to the above described action or omission is likewise recommended. Dishonesty, gross neglect of duty, grave misconduct, falsification of official document, disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines and to the Filipino, the inefficiency and incompetence in the performance of official duties and or conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service against PCEO Morales, EVP CEO De Jesus, again Senior Vice President Aragona, Senior Vice President Limsiaco, OIC Gabuya, and Division Chief Crisostomo.
Kinaawaan ni Duterte ang mga kakasuhang opisyal at anya, hindi pa naman ituturing na talagang nagkasala ang mga ito dahil lilitisin pa sila ng korte.
In a nutshell, I have to read this because the issue of PhilHealth and corruption was really an important issue to the Filipinos and to everybody. And everybody, again, is also placed in jeopardy by the actions of the officials. I'm sorry for them, but they would have to undergo trial. Although they can always prove their guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Pula man namang the presumption of innocence still attaches. But the report of another agency says otherwise.
Samantala, nadismaya naman si Senate President Vicente Soto III na hindi nakasama sa mga dapat kasuhan si Duque. Si Soto ang namuno sa Committee of the Whole sa mga pag-iimbestiga sa mga anomalya sa PhilHealth at siya din ang naglatag ng committee report sa plenaryo at kasama sa kanilang rekomendasyon na makasuhan si Duque. Hiniling din ng mga senador kay Pangulong Duterte na patalsikin na si Duque sa pwesto. Janice Cosio, Radyo Inquirer, 9:90. Bayan nagtatanong, mamaya nag-uusisa.